At harvest, when the sky turns copper and every grain matters, mistakes stop being small. The farmer stood at the edge of his field, palms rough, breath shallow, watching the stalks bow under their own weight. A year of dawns and dusk-fed sweat waited to be claimed. This was the moment everything was supposed to come together. And yet, something was wrong. He reached for the tools he trusted, the sharp blade, the polished handle, the new iron he'd bought last spring. He cut. The stalks bent, tore unevenly, spilled grain into the dirt. Again, slower, worse. Each swing felt heavy, clumsy, wrong. Clouds gathered, not rain yet, but the promise of it, the kind that rots grain and steals a year in a single night. His chest tightened. He tried to remember when the harvest had ever felt this difficult. He blamed his hands, his age, the soil, anything but the quiet doubt creeping in. What if I fail now? Then, as he stepped back in frustration, his heel struck something buried near the shed wall, a dull clink, wood against stone. He knelt and pulled it free. An old tool, handle smoothed by decades of grip, blade darkened, nicked, imperfect. Forgotten, set aside when newer, shinier things arrived. He hadn't thought of it in years. He turned it in his hands, memories rising uninvited. His father's voice, his father's pace. The way this tool used to move like it knew the field. Thunder murmured far away. With nothing left to lose, he raised the old blade and swung. The cut was clean, not fast, not flashy, just right. He moved again and again. The stalks fell in neat lines, grain held instead of spilled. His breath slowed, his shoulders loosened. The field responded, not to strength, but to familiarity. Rain began to fall, soft, urgent. He worked through it, soaked to the bone, guided by rhythm instead of fear. Each motion felt like a conversation resumed after years of silence. The tool didn't rush him, it didn't fight him, it remembered. By the time the storm deepened, the harvest was done. He stood there, rain streaking his face, laughing softly, not because he had won, but because he had almost forgotten what mattered. That night, he cleaned the old blade and placed it where his hand would find it first. Because progress doesn't always come from what's new. Sometimes what saves the season is what patience taught you long ago. If this story resonated with you, please like, share and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and brings more stories like this to life.